Well, thank you for watching our podcast again this week. The dominant issue here in Washington, as I think most everybody knows, is the continued negotiations to raise the debt ceiling. That needs to be done, according to the Secretary of the Treasury, by the 2nd of August. And those discussions continue between the leadership of the House, the leadership of the Senate. President Obama, I hope very much they get to a conclusion quickly so that we can go ahead and have a proposal to deal with here. It would be a very major setback for our economy if we allow that deadline to come and go without raising the debt ceiling. And of course, we also need a long-term plan to reduce the deficit and get us to a balanced budget. And I hope we can do that as well as part of the same effort. While these high-level negotiations have been going on in the Senate, on the floor, we have been working on legislation, the Appropriations bill related to military construction. That's one of the appropriations bills that the Congress considers each year. It's an important bill for us in New Mexico because of all of the defense-related facilities we have in New Mexico and the importance of keeping those facilities modern and useful. There is funding in the military construction appropriations bill, which we were able to pass through the Senate yesterday. There is funding in that bill for each of our Air Force bases, Kirtland Air Force Base in Albuquerque, Holloman Air Force Base in Alamogordo, Cannon Air Force Base in Clovis. Each of those facilities gets each of those installations gets some new facilities. In the case of Holloman Air Force Base, there's a wastewater treatment plant funding. There's some funding to help with the F-16s that are going to be coming, some training facilities there. There's some improvements in the hangars and runways at Clovis. And at Kirtland, there's funding there for the sustainability of the nuclear weapons work that goes on at Kirtland Air Force Base. So it's important legislation. I hope we can get it approved through the House and sent to the President for signature. But of course, all of this will be dependent upon us getting this agreement between the House and Senate and the President on a way forward, both to deal with the deficit and with the debt. But again, thank you very much for watching, and appreciate your interest in what we're working on here in the Senate.